Howdy folks, back after the new year. I took some time off. There's a reason being is because at my church we were actually challenged to do a fast. And if you know what fasting is basically you're giving up something to that you do, or you do on a regular basis, to give glory to God and to say that I depend on you, and so I decided to fast the movie reviews because I don't know about how you feel about this, or some of the other people do, but I do this because it's very therapeutic to me. And so I stopped doing it for 21 days, at least 21 days. But I did, however, manage to see a movie that's a very popular movie, and I'm willing to talk about it because this movie is very divisive and what people think about it. And the first movie was actually pretty divisive, I think. But what else could I be talking about? Avatar: The Way of Water. Yes, I did see it New Year's Day, and I saw it in the Real D 3D process. Now, the interesting thing was that even the Real D 3D used a higher frame rate for the 3D effects. So I'll get into that in a moment. But basically, this story is the continuing story of Jake Sully and Neytiri and their Na'vi children. And of course, we have Stephen Lang as Quaritch. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Returning as a Avatar clone, or a Na'vi clone with his memories intact. There's quite a bit that goes on in this movie. Like I said, it's the continuing story of basically the Sully family, Na'vi. Him and Neytiri have themselves 3 children. There's 2 boys and 1 girl. They've adopted a character by the name of Kiri, Kiri. It's been a moment since I've watched the movie, so I've kind of forgotten. I saw it New Year's Day, and I'm just now giving you this review. But yeah, she Carrie, or I forget the name. But this character is played by Sigourney Weaver. She comes from Sigourney Weaver's character from the first film. That Avatar was birthed out of her. And you also have Kate Winslet coming into play here as Ronal. And just it's just it's a continuation that the human beings are still wanting to take over Pandora, and they are so much so that Jake Sully and his family move in with they move into this water tribe of Na'vi. They have like a different shade of blue. That's more like a teal blue shade into their bodies, while the regular Na'vi are bright blue. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time with this because there are things I liked about this film and things I didn't like about it. And unfortunately, the things that I don't like outweigh the things I do like. Okay, let's start off with the good. I thought that, just like the first film, the visuals are stunning. You do need to see it in the 3D format, whether that is RealD 3D or IMAX 3D. You do need to see it in the 3D format. The visuals, the world that James Cameron has created in Pandora, of course, it's all mostly in a computer now, but provided by Weta Digital and Industrial Light and Magic in some shots. But yeah, the visuals, breathtaking. The best, just as good, if not a little bit better than the first film. The second thing I liked, I think the performances are very good out of the actors. You have Sam Worthington returning. You have Zoe Saldana. I actually forgot that Sigourney Weaver was even in this movie. I did not notice her until like about an hour in, after seeing her character on screen, that it's Sigourney Weaver playing a teenager, which is really strange. It was really strange at first, but then I realized, oh my gosh, that's Sigourney Weaver. Kate Winslet, she does a fantastic job. Pretty much all the cast does a good job. And the third thing, I loved the whole importance, or the whole emphasis on and how important the strength of the family is. That is one thing I will praise, and definitely will praise in this, about this film, is that about how important family is, and the importance of staying together, that a family is strong together. I thought that was great. Wonderful. I mean, wonderful stuff. Even though some people are kind of mixed on that, but I think that was great. That's a positive. Where I get into the negative, and I don't need my tablet I'm just going to recite this. Like the first Avatar, I thought the story was a little bland. For one. Second thing, I did not like the depiction of the military. I have friends who are in the military and in the Marine Corps. And let me tell you, I've known them long enough to know that that's not how they behave. They are not consuming everything that they see. They are not killing everything that they see. The next thing, the paganism. I really frowned on that. The whole thing with the mother tree giving them life and they're praying to it, and the whole spirit animal garbage. we could have done without. Okay? And I realize James Cameron's background, that he is a liberal guy. He believes in that stuff. He believes in that stuff. But I'm sorry, but it's wrong. And I could have done without it. But I would say check it out but I'm just giving my honest opinion about this. I was not a huge fan of the first one. And I feel about the same with this one. It's pretty much on par. Which in a way can be a positive, because usually the track record with sequels is the first one's really good and then the second one but with James Cameron, he actually does have a pretty good track record with sequels. When he handles a sequel, he has a pretty good track record. Case in point, Aliens. Some people argue that it's better than Alien. And then some people say it's two different movies. And I would agree to that. Alien is more science fiction horror. Aliens is science fiction action. So it's two different stories there. Two different types of movies. And Terminator 2, Judgment Day, probably one of the greatest sequels of all time. So with James Cameron handling sequels, he has a pretty darn good track record. And so with Avatar: The Way of Water, he pretty much is on the same level as the first one. I didn't hate it, but there are a lot of things I didn't like, could have done without. We didn't need the paganism. We didn't need the false depiction of the military. But it's still worth seeing. See it in 3D if you can. My only hope is that he makes it better, because of this they are continuing on the series. He had a plan if Avatar: The Way of Water was a box office disappointment. And so far it's still earning money. It's all, within the first weekend it pretty much surpassed the $2 billion mark. So, is it great James Cameron? No. Is it good James Cameron? Yes. I just hope that it's not his only thing that he does for the rest of his career. Now, to me personally, my favorite James Cameron film, and this is going to be controversial to say. Some people would say True Lies. Some people would say Alien. Some people would say Terminator or Terminator 2. But I'm going to go with Titanic. That's my favorite James Cameron movie. And yeah, I know it got a lot of flack back in the day. All the backlash, there was a little bit of backlash when the video came out, but I love the things I loved. I loved the special effects at the time. I love the attention to detail that James Cameron put in, because he did his research thoroughly to like the little emblems, the little white star emblems on like a piece of silverware. So Avatar: The Way of Water. Do check it out. So from me to you, see you later.